shooting free throws, what his confidence looks like. How do you make that decision?
No, I do see how he's shooting them. I mean, that's early to start it. He started in the third quarter, so that's kind of early, but still have to see how he's shooting because he's playing such a good game, and you really don't want to take him out, but it can change the momentum of the game. So you got to see how he's shooting and move on from there.
They only did it 3 times, but it seemed like it took you guys a little bit out of your rhythm. They cut the lead from 24 to 12.
Yeah.
You know what? They're only doing it 3 times. Did you think that really just completely disrupted you guys? And if not that, then what was it?
Yeah, it broke the rhythm of the game, and I think that's one of the reasons why you do it. Now, if he's making them, we still getting 2 points out of it, or even 1 point out of it. But if they come down and get 2 points and get 3 points, it changes the momentum of the game. It just changes the rhythm of the game, and you don't want that to happen pretty much. And you can put him back in at some point, which we did. And he's having such a great game, and you hate that to be the reason why he comes out the game. But if it is, it is, and he just has to get better at shooting.
I know he probably was one of the most appealing things about taking this job when you got it, but did you imagine at 20 that he would be having this type of, I think this is his 12th double-double. Did you imagine he would have this type of consistent impact?
I didn't know. No, I didn't know he would. Joe told me he was, like, on an upswing like that, but I didn't know. I mean, I watched him a few times, but I didn't know he was going to be as good as he is now. But trust me, he reminds me every day how many double-doubles he has, so he likes it. He enjoys rebounding a lot. I mean, he's just a good kid, and as I told him during the game, I said, this is what makes you a better player. You got to become a better foul shooter, because these are things that happens, and these are things that get you taken out of the game. So become a better foul shooter, you can continue playing the whole time.
Did anybody try to talk you into leaving him in to get that 20th rebound?
I didn't know he had 19. I didn't know he had 19. I'm surprised he didn't.
Even though they're dramatically different players, just as physical presences, how would you compare him to Moses Malone as a young guy?
Moses not watching this press conference, but I don't remember Moses at 20. I don't. Moses was a relentless rebounder, particularly on the offensive end, and could post the ball and score the ball as well. So I'm not going to compare him to Moses at this point, because Moses obviously is a Hall of Famer. He helped me win my own league championship, so I love Andre. But right now, Moses is the guy. But I don't think we're going to talk about him in that category just yet. I think, as I said, Andre is really on the upswing, as we can see. The way he plays with a fire in the game, and he's 20 years old. He's just a kid. He's got a lot of basketball.
I know you don't run any plays for him yet, but he made some.
I did tonight.
Yeah, you did. Okay. Yeah. He made some tougher shots around the rim tonight, not just all lob dunks or anything. But are you seeing him grow more confident and comfortable with the ball in the post?
Yeah, I remarked that he probably could be our best post-up player, because when he catches the ball, he makes it easy now. Before, he was doing 2 or 3 different things with the ball. Now he just kind of takes his time and has one shot, his jumper, and I think as he gets more comfortable with shooting the ball under the basket with a post-up move, and you're going to go crazy.
How do you think he responded once he came back into the game in the fourth quarter? He had a couple of steals. He seemed to play with a little bit more, maybe of a chip on his shoulder.
No, I think anybody would do that, because it's like picking out his flaw in the game, and he doesn't like to think like that. But I think anybody would react like that, play with a little bit more fire, a little bit more something else. And he understands that he has to get better at shooting foul shots in order to stay in the game. He really understands the game in that area. He's going to stay on the floor, and particularly late games where you can win or lose a game. For him to be on the floor, he's got to be able to make foul shots.
Did anybody